Well, hey, Diet Disruptors, Carrie here, and I am thrilled about this series that we're doing. So, last week I introduced you to the Chief Product Officer of one of the leading supplement companies in the world, Kyani, the company that we partner with for a variety of reasons that I hope after last week's episode you got to see a little bit of. Not only are these products top of the line, clean, things I feel very confident recommending to you, but the heart of this company is just like the icing on the cake. And so last week, Andrew came and gave us his very precious time. I mean, to have a chief product officer sit with me for an hour to go over truly the heart, the mission, the purpose, the pillars, and each individual product of this company is it's just access that you don't get. And so was giddy excited for you guys all last week, and even more excited that we get to continue on the conversation this week, because here's the thing. So many people have this really weird kind of ornery feeling about either supplements or products, and they get feeling like they're trying to sell something, when in all reality, having strong, appropriate, smart supplementation is pivotal towards our nutrition. It's one of the 6 spinning plates. I talk about this all the time: nutrition, exercise, water, sleep, stress, and supplements. And it's not just supplements in terms of products, but there's supplemental types of therapies and approaches that we can be doing as well. But last week, and then continuing on from this week, Andrew, the Chief Product Officer of Kyani, is sitting with us to really go over that one part of that one spinning plate. And I couldn't be more grateful. So last week, I actually had to cut it short, or not cut it short, but I had to divide our interview up into 2 sessions. I pre-recorded it because we couldn't get our timing to work with the live. So if you didn't see last week, don't worry about it. We're going to continue on this week. And then you can go back and watch the first one. You're going to want to see the science. You're going to want to see the heart and the mission. And we started going over a couple of the products, and we're going to go over the rest. And what's so important for you to see is about supplementing smarter, not harder, and understanding the synergy. And I mean, as a woman, I like to multitask. The multifaceted approach that the product line brings. And so this isn't about selling, it's about educating. And it is my full vision and mission for this group is to educate you. And once you know, then you can make your own decisions. If you are interested in understanding more about these products, please put comments down. We'll put links for you so that you can grab them or find out more information. But I'm really excited to introduce you to part 2 of Supplementing Smarter, Not Harder, with Chief Product Officer of Kyani, Andrew Mangeris. So let's go cut into that next interview, or the next part of the interview. Thanks, guys. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
All right, let's talk about the world's greatest vegan shake. This tastes amazing.
Yes, sir.
And that's not the science side of things. That's just telling me the practical side of things. We understand that plant-based protein does not always taste good. Mm-hmm. And making it taste good is very difficult. We spent months and months and months on this product to try and help get that taste in there, as well as still making it healthy, right?
How do you do that? Because why is it that this tastes like cake batter or a melted Hershey's bar, and every other one I've tried tastes not like that? What do you do? How do you do that?
So there are some advances in technology with some of the products or ingredients that we put in there that help this taste. A lot of times people mask it with ingredients that might have a huge aftertaste. And that goes back to our sourcing. We talked about sourcing before. Yep. We work with incredible sources for some of the ingredients that are in this. Stevia being one. There's some new technologies with stevia that help that taste so that you don't get as much of an aftertaste or the bitterness with some of these ingredients, as well as the processing of some of these, the plant proteins, right? We have an incredible source of pea protein in here, and making sure that you get a good extract of that pea protein is key. You could go to, there's dozens and dozens of different sources of pea protein, but one that's able to extract those amino acids, still have all the essential amino acids that are in there, and get rid of some of those bitter notes that you find in those products.
This is why this conversation is so important, because do you know how many people are like, well, can you check this plant-based protein for me? Can you check this one? But if you're talking about all the different ways that you see pea protein, all the different ways you can extract the protein from pea protein and recognize that it still has a full amino acid profile, that is why I am so confident. And that is why you can get cheaper, but understand you get what you pay for by getting all of this quality. If this is something you're going to do a couple times a day, you know, we eat 5 to 6 times a day. If you're going to do a shake for a couple of your meals, you're going to put that in your body. You got to make sure it's got all of the stuff that you need it to have. And so I think that that's really important. And because you don't cut corners, you can work to make sure the taste and the quality are at the highest without all these extra garbage binders, fillers that so many other places use, or the cheaper way to be able to get protein in. And so this is what is so important to me, because we're doing this every day.
And this product not only tastes good, but let's come back to some of the science behind it of the long-term production of nitric oxide. This is the only product that is nitro powered. Yes. On the marketplace. It's not just vegan, all natural, non-GMO, which it is, of course, but it has that L-citrulline in there that helps that long-term production of nitric oxide. So when you take the Nitro Extreme, you're going to have that short-term pathway. When you take, you know, the Kyani Origin here, you're going to take the long-term pathway and support long-term production of nitric oxide through those amino acids.
I love that. I got to tell you guys something that happened when we released this last year. Andrew was on stage talking about how excited he was that he did this. And he said, this is the best day of my life. And he got a lot of slack because he's also married. And it was like, wait, this is the best day of your life? But this is how passionate he is. He did have to retract that and say, okay, the best day of his professional career, right?
It was. I did have to retract that because I got in a little bit of a trouble there. Yeah. But it was the best day of my, from a career standpoint, spending so much time and putting all of these ingredients in a product that was so powerful and tasted good. I mean, this product is amazing. I love this product. I take it every day. Along with one of our other products, I make a breakfast for me and my wife every single morning. That's made out of Kyani Origin.
Yep. I love that too. My husband makes our shakes every single morning. Everyone knows that Peter makes the shakes, which is wonderful. But I don't know if you know this, Andrew, but I did a blind taste test because I was saying I wasn't coming to Kyani, even though I knew that the quality of the products were so good, unless we had a plant-based shake. And it was really important to me. And so I sat with the president of the company and she brought out for me a whole series of plant-based shakes, and I had to do a blind taste test. And Mark McDonald was pacing the room. He was so nervous. And I sat there and I was like, okay, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to just be honest. I'm just going to be honest. I was like super stressed. And do you know that I chose both the vanilla and the chocolate out of everything from Kyani? I chose these.
I can believe it. Because we did the same taste test over and over and over again.
I know. But holy cow, that was stressful. But anyway, that is my story to be like, it tastes flipping good.
It does. It does. Yeah. I love this product. Okay. Let's go on to, let's talk a little bit about Fit 20. Kyani Fit 20 is extremely unique in this sphere because this is a product that has grass-fed hydrolyzed collagen, 10 grams of grass-fed hydrolyzed collagen. So you know it's pure and clean. Grass-fed, hydrolyzed, just a fancy word, right? That means it breaks it down into small little peptides, small pieces that your body can absorb better and then utilize it better. We talk about collagen, and I'm sure you've talked a lot about this on maybe some other podcasts, but how important it is. It's the #1 molecule in your body besides water. Mm-hmm. You're using it for virtually everything, you know, from your hair, your skin, your nails, your bones, your tendons, your joints. Everything has collagen in it. And if your body, as you decline that production, as our diets decline from the having it in our diets, right? We don't have near as much collagen intake as we used to. It needs that collagen. And when it needs it in that hydrolyzed form so that it can then utilize it for that replenishment from your bones to the muscles to the tissue, skin, and all of the other things in there.
And not only that, like collagen is super trendy right now, right? People are talking about collagen, but there are like, am I right? There's 27 different kinds of collagen out there. Like there's so many different types and people don't realize, again, people think collagen. And this is why Kyani is so powerful. They know, okay, yeah, people like it for the hair, skin, and nails, but collagen, the right kind of collagen is going to do so much more for your body at a cellular level, for your bones and your joints, all of that. And you have to have the right kind of collagen. And that's what you have here. And it also, because I have that as part of your shake, I mean, you just have your protein shake and go, and you don't have to even think about it. You don't have to add it to anything else. It's just part of your daily routine. Again, smarter, not harder. That's what's so powerful about this.
Yep. And it's the clean source, right? It's clean and pure with that.
Yeah.
As well as we have 10 grams of grass-fed whey protein in here. Whey protein, people understand the importance of all those essential amino acids. Whey protein is one of the best sources. Now, of course, it does have dairy in there, but it is virtually lactose free. We can't say 100% lactose free, but about 99% lactose free in here. So anybody that's concerned about the lactose in there, you know, these are most of those, I would say most of the lactose is removed before we put it in here. So you don't have to worry about that.
Yep.
And then it has L-citrulline in here. This is nitro powered as well. We want to support that production of nitric oxide. And so there's L-citrulline malate in here, as well as healthy fats. We've got MCT oil, which, as you know, helps slow down the digestion. That's also in the origin. But the MCT oil helps you get some of those healthy fats that you need in your body. Extended energy, slowing digestion down, and just supporting it from a healthy standpoint.
This is why, okay, so we have two different types of protein shakes. You have your plant-based shake or you have your whey collagen shake. We all know that the vegans out there deserve just as much protein as everybody else. So it's a full amino acid profile. I love the origin, and I actually toggle between the two. After a workout, I do my Kyani Fit 20. A whey-based protein is a little bit of a faster acting protein, would you say, Andrew? Where
it is a little bit faster acting protein, and hydrolyzed is also pretty fast acting as well.
So after a workout, that's the perfect kind of a PFC meal, if you know, around that. And then I'll do my origin shake often in the afternoon. They both have so many benefits that I want to be able to get, you know, both out of them. But this is why when I say no program should be based on products, the products can enhance your nutrition, your overall approach. If you did something like this a couple of times a day, instead of like 5 or 6 times of meals, 2 of them here, A, it makes it easy, but B, you know, you're getting all these essential types of nutrients that if you just did a regular grab and go PFC meal, you are most likely not getting. And then liquid absorbs differently in our body than the whole food does. So, and if you can mix it with the whole food and have a shake that you blend with some extras in there and some fruits and stuff like that, I mean, you're getting so much goodness, and you can do it on the run while you're driving your kids all over the place.
Yep. And one of the other things about Fit 20, it has no added sugar. And that's kind of nice if you want to throw in some fruit and you know you want to get a few more carbs, but you want to get it from some of those frozen fruits. You can use that with the Fit 20 and know that you're not getting any added sugars, of course, all natural, macro balance and so forth. So
perfect.
Love awesome. It. Let's go to HL5.
Speaking about collagen, I actually have some right here. Isn't that funny? I actually just have it sitting on my desk. I actually have nitric oxide on my desk. I have an on-shot on my desk. I just keep them all right here. It's like, this is where I live, basically.
This is a great product to use as a snack. You know, you're sitting at your desk. I use it all the time for meals. I actually use 2 of these, and then I'll add something else into it to get some protein, or to get some fats and to get some carbs in there.
Yep.
Because this has good, clean protein in it from grass-fed hydrolyzed collagen. Now, it also has several other ingredients in there that help support specific things like digestion, skin, and so forth. So it's got apple cider vinegar, sodium hyaluronate. So that's really important to help support the skin. Fructooligosaccharides, FOS. It's got some of those.
These are a lot of big words, Andrew.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so it's just a fancy word for saying that helps support digestion, right? That's one of those prebiotic. It's got some fiber and stuff in it that helps digestion, and it's going to help the absorption. So we're trying to support it from all different sides.
And see, this is where we can get our collagen in. You guys can throw it in your bag and have it. It's not a powder that you have to mix with something else. Rip and sip is what we were talking about, was simple. Apple cider vinegar has so many benefits. It also helps balance your blood sugar. And I would do like collagen. If I'm going to do this as a snack, do that first and then do your fat and then do your carbs. And you have an amazing little PFC, kind of a half a meal there that will buy you a couple hours.
Yep, absolutely. And of course, all natural, no added sugars, non-GMO, clean and pure, what we call the Kyani way.
I love that.
Here's a couple of things. It supports, fat. It helps you to optimize your fat metabolism, right? You're going to support that lean muscle tissue by taking some of this, which helps your metabolism, supporting that metabolism. And of course, as we mentioned, joints, skin, and hair, even energy, right? If you use it as one of those snacks, as well as L-arginine is in collagen. It's about 9% of collagen. And so you're getting nitric oxide production as well. You're supporting that long-term pathway of nitric oxide production.
Love it. Love it.
Okay, let's talk about Kyani On. People need
this is like my favorite.
I know.
I mean, there's so many things that I love, really, but this is a game changer for me when I work all day and need that brain boost.
It is. It's a huge brain boost. We say turn on your brain, right? On is a product that has 17 nootropic ingredients in here that help support brain function. And we understand today people have a hard time with attention. People have a hard time with clarity. People have a hard time with focusing. And they need a little extra energy. So this product really helps support that. It's got 100 milligrams of natural caffeine from guarana, as well as it has the caffeine amplifier called blue ginger extract that's in there, so that you're not going to get as much of a crash, right?
Right.
It's not going to drop off. It's kind of an extender.
I love that you've thought of that, but why is this different than the coffee caffeine, right?
Yeah, coffee caffeine is going to get in there real quick and shoot up and then come back down with a crash.
And that's where we can get the jittery kind of a thing. I know so many people that can't do coffee, but can do on shots.
Absolutely. You've got these other ingredients in here. We're using a full extract of guarana, so it's not going to be absorbed so quickly. It's not like just a caffeine extract of it. This is the whole plant. So you're going to get more of a sustained. And then, of course, that blue ginger extract is another reason why you have more sustained energy and you're not going to get jitters like you normally would.
I love that. Guys, this is, my kids use this. My daughter has ADHD. This is like, she'll say to me all the time, I need my on shot. I need my on shot. And that's just been an amazing game changer for us. But also my other daughter is an athlete. And this is an awesome product for her just before she gets started either at a meet or for practice. And she has one of these in her bag all the time.
And you've got in here nitric oxide supporting ingredients. You got L-citrulline in here that's going to help that long-term pathway. So it's going to support it from that side too. We're supporting the nitric oxide production. We're supporting the delivery and absorption of the other nutrients by including that. And you've got acetylcholine in there, which is the brain messenger, right? That's going to help you with that focus and clarity, supporting that.
So incredible. And this is what makes it so special. The synergy. There's right, like everything produces nitric oxide. So this is where you are just working so much smarter when you're supplementing and doing this. There are so many little energy drinks out there. I want to cringe when I see them. You guys got to realize that so many of those things are just full of garbage. And for you to do this naturally, I mean, how would you go and do that on your own? This is about as natural as you can get and give you the benefit that you want.
Absolutely. And it's only 30 calories, right? It's not loaded with sugar or a lot of things. Of course, all natural, non-GMO, the Kyani way, supports learning and memory, supports brain and mood. A lot of people talk about the mood benefits that they get from this product.
Yes, for sure.
Clarity, attention, and of course, energy. Those are some key benefits that people are looking for today.
I mean, who's not looking for that? And like I said, we get a lot of that in our food. And when people start eating PFC every 3, one of the big things they talk about is energy and brain clarity and all of that. But that often it's part of the puzzle, right? It's part of it. And this adds that extra kind of element to it. So I love it.
All right, let's talk about Kyani Restore. We're gonna enter a new area of nitric oxide support here. We've talked about nitrates, dietary nitrates that are a short-term pathway. We've talked about L-citrulline and L-arginine, which are amino acids. That's a long-term pathway. Now I want to talk about it's a first ever in this industry, and this is called nitrobiotics.
First ever. This is so exciting.
People have heard about probiotics. They understand the importance of probiotics, but nitrobiotics are specific probiotics that have been shown to support nitric oxide production. We know that the bacteria, the good bacteria in your mouth helps support that, right? There's some specific probiotics that help do that. And what we've done is we've created this proprietary blend at Kyani that will help use to support that nitric oxide production, because those probiotics are necessary for that nitrate to convert into nitrites, which convert into nitric oxide. So this is a first ever nitrobiotics, which have 4 different probiotics in there that help this production.
Okay, I have to tell you the story now. So I got my functional test back not so long ago, a few weeks ago, and my functional nutritionist said, or medical practitioner said, Carrie, I'm going to be real honest with you. I have never seen digestion and a digestion enzyme profile as good as yours. She's like, you have to tell me what you're doing. And I said, I hadn't been doing anything really until October when this came out. And she said, in all of the years that I've been doing this, I've never seen a profile this healthy before.
Wow.
I mean, what?
That is awesome.
I know.
That is so awesome.
I know. Yeah. So
love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just think that's crazy. That's crazy. And she was like, you send me all the info. You have to send me all the info.
Oh,
yep.
I love it.
Yep.
That's what makes this job so worth it.
I know. And that's a thank you to you for that.
I'd love
as well as my daughter, who was diagnosed with IBS and really, really struggled with her digestion. And she'll come home from school and she goes, Mom, I forgot to take my Restore today. Yep.
And it's not just, it's a 5-in-1, right? It's got 5 different aspects. We talk about the nitrobiotics, but it also helps support liver, kidney, overall gut, as well as it has PFC balanced plant-based enzymes in here that help your just the normal digestion process with a meal. And Love it. Of course, all natural, non-GMO, vegan as well with this product. But my wife is the same way. She will not be without this product. Yep. She loves it.
Yep. It's huge. It's so important. And this is a supplement that I don't know how anybody does. I would say if you are a human and you poop, then you need this. I mean, if you're not, if you don't poop, then I guess you're fine.
Yeah,
you're not human. So you're not even an animal, let's be honest. But that's my criteria. If you're human and you poop, you need this.
Yeah. Love this. And I love the new way it supports that nitric oxide production.
Yep.
Which actually leads me into this last product that helps to support nitric oxide production in a 4th way. We've talked about short-term pathway, long-term pathway, the nitrobiotics through probiotics. This product here, Kyani Electro, has an ingredient in here that's a first ever. It's NR8, Nitro Regeneration of 8 different ingredients that help support the production of nitric oxide and the regeneration of the enzyme that helps the nitric oxide process. And so this is kind of cool science, techie stuff. I just get into this. I kind of geek out about it because these 8 ingredients support that regeneration of the key enzyme that produces nitric oxide. And that's incredible. So now we're taking this 4th way to be able to help the body's production of nitric oxide from all different angles. But I guess I didn't explain it exactly. This product is a electrolyte product. It's a supercharged electrolyte product, the only nitro-powered electrolyte product on the marketplace. It has your essential electrolytes in there at a key 2-to-1 ratio. When you talk about sodium to potassium, we put it in there as a 2-to-1 ratio because that is what's going to be the most successful for most people. You've got enough sodium, but not too much sodium for those who are concerned about it. And potassium, of course, is so key. And then, of course, the other electrolytes that are in there as well.
Well, so this is where, when I had my testing recently done, sodium and potassium were really low. And she said to me, you need a clean electrolyte. However, I don't have one to recommend because there is nothing out there that I've ever seen that I would recommend to my clients. So I suggest, and she gave me this whole like cocktail where you put your own minerals in and have to drink it. And I was like, whoa, wait, hang on. Wait, what you don't know is that Kyani came out with a clean electrolyte. She's like, stop it. So she made me send it out to her and she's like, this is unbelievable, because she has not been able to ever recommend one. But this is what's so important. I mean, when we talk about hydration as one of the 6 plates, we have to be hydrated. And I drink water all the time, Andrew, and my potassium and my sodium levels were so low. That's why she recommended the electrolytes. But I would like to say that I am pretty darn healthy and I do all the things. I'm trying to spin all the plates, and I have a filtration system in my water, and I do not have the minerals that I need. And 75% of the world is dehydrated and we don't even realize it. And water is not enough. Water is not enough.
No. As a matter of fact, you can drink water and still be dehydrated.
Yep.
Because if you don't have those electrolytes that are key for that body's function, to get that, they call it the sodium potassium channel, right? You want to make sure that you're getting and pumping the sodium and the potassium in and out of the cell at those proper ratios to make sure that your cells are hydrated.
Exactly. So moms and dads out there that are giving your kids like the Gatorade or any of those sugary drinks, recognize that some of those can have like 75 grams of sugar in them. Like you're talking about almost giving your kids poison. And I need you all to stop doing that. This is cheaper than Gatorade and a million times better. We need it. Our kids need it. This to me, this is a recent product. And when this came out, I was like, yes, I feel like we're just about complete now. We've got it all. And this is what's so important.
And it's only 10 calories, right? It's not loaded with sugar like some of these others that have tons and tons. It's,
no, there's just a couple grams of pure cane sugar, which actually helps us in that way.
It's going to help that absorption and transportation of the electrolytes, which is key. So just enough in there from that standpoint, but it's not going to throw you out of balance, PFC balance, if you're trying to make sure that you're maintaining PFC balanced.
Isn't that amazing, you guys? There's no supplement company in the world that's going to talk to you about PFC except for Kyani, because we're always talking about diets, deficits, all that kind of stuff. Kyani knows the importance of blood sugar stabilization and nitric oxide production and incorporates it through every single one of their products. There couldn't be anything more synergistic with what we do and what we teach. I love this, Andrew.
Well, Carrie, I know I've gone over. I've probably gone more than typically you have on your podcast, but I hope it was valuable. I hope that going through this overview and being able to understand and learn a little bit more about each of the products was beneficial.
100%. I think we rarely get the chance to be able to pull the curtain and see what's going on behind the scenes of anything that we buy, anything that we're doing. And this is why I invited you on here. We got the scientist, the guy, and here's what I get to offer you guys. If you have questions, if you're not sure, if you want to know more, put them in the comments, go ahead and just write them in there. And then guess what? I get to text Andrew, ask the questions and give you all the answers. And so that's one of the powerful reasons why me partnering with Kyani and then me sharing with you is so important, because we have full transparency. Andrew, you are the best.
No, Carrie, it's been my pleasure, my huge pleasure. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for your leadership, for your podcast, for getting the message out there into the world. I mean, health is so important. If we don't have our health, we have nothing.
Oh my
And a
gosh.
huge hug to you. Big hugs to
Yay.
you. So thank
Well,
you.
it's like it takes a village to raise a kid, and it takes a village to spin all of our plates that we need to do. So thank you for helping us to do that. Again, you guys, if you have any questions for Andrew, just put them down in the comments and I will get the answer to you. Andrew, thank you.
Thank you, Carrie.
Bye.
Bye.